Oh, crap. Give me a second. All right. So let's see if the Nasdaq's going to hurt my feelings here. Mind you, I've been in this position all night. So I held this position overnight. I mean, obviously I was in profit, but my targets did not get hit. So okay. We will see what happens here. Mm. um, okay, so let's see what they do here. Let's see what they do. The Bulls are definitely going to have to hold this area. They're definitely going to have to hold this right here. Because if they don't, we will see a move lower, back down into this range for sure. So the Bulls definitely going to have to hold this. But it's definitely kind of obvious who has the momentum right now. I mean, the Bears are getting the move down, but the Bulls are definitely buying every dip. And you can see that. You can see it. But the Bears are pushing, but the Bulls are buying. Mm, 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 mm. I mean, yeah, I guess every time, I don't adhere to my rules, and I definitely do pay for it. I definitely pay for it for sure. Okay. Okay. Mm, mm, Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Typical, 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 typical NQ, man. Typical. Oh my God, dude. No. All right. Mm. I mean, if we can get a push down here to kind of get like a test of this double bottom on the ES, that's the entry that I would prefer. Yeah, because I would prefer this double bottom right here. I mean, that would be highly unlikely. Okay. Hmm. So I think I might have just got stopped. Okay, let's see. I'm probably gonna get stopped out of this one. And Q, don't be nasty. Don't be nasty. Don't be nasty. Don't be nasty. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. So let's look at the NQ. Okay. Damn. So this thing can definitely go to like the 195 or something like that, man. This thing can definitely go. I wonder if that's where it's trying to go. 231. I mean, this is holding up right here, though. Mm. Okay. So let's see if they find support here at this little neckline right here. Because at least on the ES, I mean they found support at this double bottom. So I'm gonna make the bet that if we see a move up on the ES, then we should see the move up on the Nasdaq. Because the ES does not play that game. If we see a break of structure, then we know that we can sell the retest of this other. We can sell the retest of the break of structure on the ES. So we'll see. Unless it's just going to be another down day for both indices. We'll see though. Mhm. Mhm. I guess the real question is, are we really in a has the Bulls really given up? Are we going to get a big rotation down? Like that is definitely the question. This is would be the next area of support here at 195. Now we can potentially keep going down until we touch this level potentially. Anything underneath 195 would suggest that, I mean, there's just a whole vacuum right here. So anything underneath this low, we're definitely going to see some downside. Um, so look at my target, my stop is right there. Yeah, I'm gonna move this down to like to 180. Move this down to 180, just in case it does want to tap 195. Is anything underneath 195? That wouldn't be good, honestly. So honestly, they kind of have to hold this range. They really do have to hold this range. At least the Bulls do. Mm, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ain't that some shit, dude? Nice. Fucking ES, damn it, fucking feel me. Mm. We got 5 more minutes until that algo. Historically, the algo is bullish. Historically, it is bullish. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks, dude. Okay. Good morning, Night Part. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. We'll see. Because it's obvious that the Nasdaq is obviously trying to get somewhere. Because the ES hasn't even moved yet. It looks like for right now, the ES is protecting this low right here. For right now, they're protecting this low at 850. And it looks like it's about to make a move to the upside. But it seems like the Nasdaq is still trying to collect the necessary liquidity because it keeps tapping in this range, and you can see they tap it, bounce it, tap it, bounce it. So it's obvious the Nasdaq is still trying to find its ground. Yeah, the ES is holding up this area right here. So at least for right now, the ES is cool. I guess it's waiting on the Nasdaq. Yeah, I think this is the main reason why I'm gonna just probably focus more on the ES and just have the Nasdaq as extra profits. Yeah, the bulls don't want to see price underneath 850 for sure. We don't want to see that. The bears would love this. The bears would love to get price underneath 850. Yeah, that shit's gone. Yeah, that first test of that. So I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on the first test of this area right here. Definitely going to keep my eyes when price gets up here. Because I mean, if we do see a pop, that's probably where the bears might try to come in and try to knock it right back down. So I guess it's official, man. I guess the bears, they're now in control of this market now. Well, let me rephrase that. Not that it's officially they're in control. I think the bulls are giving up, and because this is a deep enough pullback for them to, if not take control of this market, at least get a move back up into prior structure or prior resistance. But they're having a hard time buying it down here. So we'll see what happens when they get to 95, if it gets close. We'll see what happens. Looks like they got liquidity building up at 175. I don't think price is going to get down that far. If it passes past that 195 area, then that shit's going down further. The bulls ain't going to be able to stop all that bearish momentum because there's nothing but sell stops underneath that low. They're not going to be able to buy it at 175 and stop it. This is going to run. And the ES is still making its way higher. So the ES is protecting this low. I guess the market is waiting for the Nasdaq. It's protecting this low. At least for right now, it is. And I'll definitely be keeping my eyes on 863. Definitely be keeping my eyes on what happens there. But if price can get above 869, then it's highly likely that we trade back up into this range. So, I mean, if we tapped, I mean, shit, we got close enough. I mean, we got close enough. So this could be definitely a bottom. Like I said, I got my target all the way up at 850. This is a clean double bottom right here on the Nasdaq. A clean double bottom on the Nasdaq, and they've already made their double bottom on the ES. That's why we didn't see price do that same crazy shit that we saw on the Nasdaq with the ES. It's already made its double bottom. Anything underneath this area, we're going to 816 because this is a whole vacuum. There's no real support in this area. There's nothing but sell stops here. We will see it crash down. And the next level of support would be around here. We had a breaker structure at 806. So we'll see. We'll see if the market holds here. It's highly likely that it does, but we'll see. Actually, let me just look at this real quick. And we got real close to the 23%. Now, We do see some activity here at this golden zone. The bears are trying to come in and sell it at this golden zone, but we'll see. I don't think they're going to be successful. I think we're going to see a breakout here, and then this will honestly probably be a good area to add if we see a breakout in a retest of 260, 255. What happened to you, game? You said no more trailing styles for you? Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured like, well, I kind of have an idea of, I mean, if it gets to a certain point, then I know I'm wrong. I mean, I'll take the drawdown because I know that this is just going to slingshot. I mean, when I see price action is just grinding on one side, when it's just grinding like this, I mean, you just have to survive. I mean, if you try to get cute with it, you're going to miss it. And I've just learned that you just have to survive. That's it. You just have to survive it. As long as you can survive it, it's going to slingshot in the other direction. As it's doing now. I mean, it's, you kind of get used to these stupid tendencies of the Nasdaq. You just got to survive her bullshit. If you can survive it, then you'll get rewarded. And the only way that you can survive stuff like that is just with proper sizing. If you kind of over leverage with her when she's behaving like this, unfortunately, if you don't have a big enough account size, you'll get liquidated. Yeah. 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 We talked about that last night. Like the ES has definitely been the leader as of late. I don't know what it is about the ES, but now the ES leads the NASDAQ and the NASDAQ follows the ES. So it's like, what the hell is even going on? What's going on? ES is making all-time highs. She's setting the standard. She's setting the tone. It's like the ES, I don't know. She just woke up and said, no, I'm the leader. I'm the leader. It's the ES now. The NASDAQ has definitely been lagging. I ain't that some shit? And Gameway says that he was short at 650 yesterday. I mean, obviously that was a damn good entry. That was a damn good entry. Yeah, I was short all day yesterday too, and I kind of still fumbled the bag a little bit. I honestly I thought that the Bulls were going to just come out of nowhere and slingshot this thing back up. So I kind of fumbled. I didn't think the Bears was going to come the way that they did. I mean, like the Bears came. But I mean, a good question for you, Gain Weight. I mean, I guess you had this double top. Well, what gave you confidence into shorting it? Because you were so bullish. What gave you confidence to short it? Did you finally listen to one of your bear friends or something? Oh, we got Netflix earning tomorrow. So we got Netflix earnings on Thursday, and we have OPEX on Friday. Yeah, the market is going to be interesting. But honestly, like I said, man, the market's already made its double bottom at on the Nasdaq and the ES. The double bottoms are in. The double bottoms are in. You got puts on Nvidia? Gameway says he has puts on Nvidia. Why do you have puts on Nvidia? Let's look at that. You got puts on Nvidia for what? Oh, this is SPY. Oh crap. I mean, look at this. Look at this clean demand zone bounce from SPY. Look at this clean demand zone. I mean, you know what? We can start trading options again here. The only thing that kind of deters me away from putting money in my account is because if I start $500 in a SPY account, man, that's like 4 or 5 evals right there. And I was like, dude, my mind can't even begin to do that. Like it just can't, because yeah, I can grow the account over time, but dude, that's like 5 evals. I can't put $500 into an account and pass up 5 evals where I can make drastically more money. But let's look at the Nvidia. Well, gain weight, I will say this. It's your money. You can do whatever the hell you want. But I will say this though. That is definitely a higher low. And that's definitely the bears failing to push it down. But I said, it's your money. You do whatever the hell you want to do. That is definitely them about to take this whole candle out and possibly retest back up into this range at 130, at 135, 137. I would highly recommend reconsidering your put on Nvidia. I would highly recommend that. That's definitely a bottom, a higher low, bears failing to rotate price down lower, and the bulls coming right back up. And if they take out these highs, the next level of the next line in the sand will be 135, right here at this breaker structure. So it's your money. You do what you want. You got calls on the spot? Oh, you had them on yesterday? Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. I was about to say, dude, it's like, don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Because that's definitely looking like it's about to take out those highs. And I know you're gonna do it, NQ. I know you're gonna do it. I know you're not going to take that first target. I just know you're not. I mean, I can expect this on the ES. And this is kind of what we talked about yesterday with the ES about the structure. I mean, my target is above a double top. So I know that in order for my target to get filled, I need to have a pullback. The bulls need to hold, and they need to actually push it from. So like if we get a pullback here and the bulls have to hold this, then I can get my target hit. But honestly, if they hold here, then I can actually honestly just put my target up a little bit higher, because I am still watching this breaker structure here at 873. We could see a pullback at 873. So we will see. Wow, she tapped only one of my targets got filled. Typical NQ. Typical. She only filled one of my contracts at this level. Mm. Mm. Typical. Nightfar says 313 needs to break. It's a hard pivot there. Yeah, we got VWAP right here. And the Bears are definitely going to try to sell right here, as they're already trying to do so right now. Yeah, I should get my target hit with this little push right here. Should. The only thing that I'm kind of upset about is that my scaling for the ES didn't get touched. That's kind of frustrating. Um, at least I would have had if I got filled right here, at least I would have got that filled. I would have got that target filled if I got that scaling hit. But you know, it says 273. Yeah, right here at the bottom of this range. Yep, I definitely agree. If I see them hold at the bottom of this range, I'm gonna actually I'm gonna scale into 3 more contracts here. If I see them hold. And I'll try to get hmm, because technically now this will be the middle. Technically this range will be the middle because we saw the bounce here. Oh yeah, that's just like trading view. I was like, what the hell? I know I heard that sound before. That's trading view. Uh, yeah. Shit, all we need is a breakout from the bulls. What we really need is they need to find support in this range. We'll probably see some resistance, initial resistance here at 325. 325 has been an area of support and resistance for a very long time. It's been acting as support and resistance. So we could possibly see, price move back down into this range. But the bulls are definitely going to have to hold this range though. We're going to have to hold this range to see higher prices. Oh no, which one are you talking about? You said it says move them targets past 3. Why would I move it up 2 points? Man, if y'all guys, if you don't see it, then it's hard to believe. This is what the Nasdaq does. I don't know how she's so good at doing this, but she's really good at doing this. Like, look at that, dude. That that was so unnecessary. She's so good at doing that. Mm. Yeah, about 36 right there. All right, so here comes the moment of truth right here. Are the Bulls going to be able to push past this area of resistance, or will the Bears come in and try to sell this thing right down? You say you're short 314. You want to get it moved back down to 275. Other wings, things can get nasty. Oh, he's already out. Yeah, I think we go up for the rest of the day. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't if we touch 700-800 by the end of this week. I would not be surprised. The reason, because like I said, we double bottom on both the Nasdaq and the ES. Unfortunately, if you don't have that knowledge right now, people are going to short this, and unfortunately, they're going to be wrong. Unless you're scalping, this is going to keep going up. We've already had a range rotation down. We had a double bottom. So the only logical thing to happen here is for the market to continue to go up. And we got to remember, that the bulls aren't just buying, the bears are buying too. Remember, we had a big giant red day yesterday. These are sell stops or buy stops also getting hit. So as the bulls are buying this, the bears are also buying it too as they're getting stopped out of their position. So if you're looking for shorts, unfortunately, that's not going to be the move for today, unfortunately. That's why having a clear of understanding of what's going on is very important. We've double bottom. We came back from an area of resistance into an area of support. We still have a lot more room for upside, both on the Nasdaq and on the ES. I think I got filled on the ES. This sheet better have filled me. Thank you. I got filled on the ES. So I got that target hit. It just sucks that I wasn't able to get this scale in, but I got that hit on the ES, and now it's just the Nasdaq trades. I think the ES is just going to keep going up, but unfortunately, you can't chase the ES you have to wait for a pullback. You would have to wait for a pullback on the ES, unfortunately. And she's already coming into an area where we could see some resistance. I mean, we got this break of structure. You already see the bears are already trying to sell it. But on the ES, they may get 5 points down, possibly 10, because you already see that they're already trying to come in and they're trying to sell it already here. But I think they're going to get squeezed out of that position. I think that's what's going to happen here. And you see right here, kind of going back to what I said, they're going to have to wait for that pullback. You see how they came back at that pullback and I was able to get my target hit because I know that without price action, you don't have to worry about ES trading above a double top. We got that pullback and I got my target hit. That's why you just have to understand how these markets trade, and you just have to recognize the patterns and you can capitalize on these patterns. Because the markets, they do the same shit every day, man. They just do the same shit. All right, so it does look like they're holding 325 for right now. Oh yeah, I still got like what, 300 now? Yeah, I should be able to get it with these targets getting hit. Yeah, it had to have been sacrificed, unfortunately. Hmm. What I'm gonna do is actually take one off right here. So I got two running. And I am willing to, if we do see a pullback, I am willing to buy three additional contracts here if we see a pullback. I'll probably put this right here. Hmm. Hmm. So what I'll probably do is I'll put a buy right here. And then I'll also put two limits right here. Oh crap, that's a sell. That's a sell. Almost fucked up. I stop. Okay. He says downtrend broken on NQ, protect your profits. Are you talking about the bears or are you talking about the bulls? And let's actually see what Gainwood is talking about. Yep. The downtrend is definitely technically broken right here. We just have a break of the downtrend, and I'm gonna draw this out for everybody so y'all can see it. But I am definitely keeping my eyes on this 405 level. The 200 EMA is right here, lurking. It is lurking. We can definitely, we will most likely probably see a move to what, 380, 390-ish. But that 200 EMA is right there, lurking. And we definitely need to get a price to trade above this area because we all know the 200 EMA is historically a buy indicator or it's a sell indicator. And you got to take my word for it. The market buys and it sells at the 200 EMA. So just keep your eyes on that 400 level, which honestly, that's a great place to take profits if you're a bull. I mean, you have a move all the way down from 200 to 400, 200 points. That's a great place to sell out of your position if you're a bull, and it's a great place to come and sell if you're a bear. Great place. He says the overall downtrend, 275 as a danger below, bull stops, choppy time. Yeah. It can definitely go either way, but the money is definitely to the upside right now. We did see, this rejection here at this, like I said, this break of structure. They're definitely going to need to trade past this. And this is the 23% right here. The 23% is a legitimate level. It's the 23% in these golden zones is where your key focus should be. I mean, I don't think we see a big move down. I mean, we could possibly see a move down to 310. We could see that. I mean, I would highly doubt if the Bears can get a move back down here. That would kind of be highly unlikely. But obviously, we can't count on the Bears. Obviously, we can't count them out. Okay. Well, Knife Art, we definitely got at least an hour left. The liquidity likes to dry up before lunch, and that's usually around 10:30ish is when we see the either it starts to really chop or it begins to reverse and sets itself up for the after lunch session, the evening session. Yeah, this area right here, I mean, you got VWAP 50 and the 200 EMA at this range. They probably put this like right up here. I mean, we see the Bears, they're trying to sell it. I mean, unless the Bulls completely give this up and they exhaust themselves, we could see a move back down into this range. We could. But the Bulls are definitely going to have to exhaust themselves in order for the Bears to really be able to knock this thing back down, which is highly unlikely. But like I said, I'm not going to count out the Bears, obviously, because they did make this move down. And this is technically their second leg down, technically. because we had a big move down, one leg, and this is a two-legged pullback into support. So my bias is definitely with the bulls right now. The bears are just gonna have to really show up in order to be successful. Okay. All right. So we got that range tap. If I see price trade underneath this range, then my bias will shift. But certain things got to happen. They got to trade underneath this range, and they have to trade underneath this area of support. Mm, 350. What we don't want to see happen is if we do see a pusher, we don't want to see a rejection right here. That's what we don't want to see. We don't want to see the bulls push it back up into this level and then the bears begin to reject it here. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see price trade underneath this range neither. We don't want to see that. Actually, you know what? I'm sitting there focusing on the Nasdaq. A trading opportunity could have presented itself on the ES. 3. Let's see what she does here at VWAP. Okay. He says 220s wants to go to 410s. Put my stop underneath this range. So I'm definitely not going to be cute with this. What I should have did was sell the retest. And dude, that's so crazy. All right, so we are in the golden zone. So this needs to hold. This definitely needs to hold. If it does not hold, that would tell me that the bears are stronger than I thought they were, than I initially thought. All right. So we'll see. Let's see if we can take this ride up again. Let's take this ride right back up. Mm. I just want what I want. Let's actually look at that gain weight. You said that 334 level. Yeah, it got to this 23% at 345. And we saw the rejection. Like, the one thing that I have to, or I will admit that I have to really start doing and stop trying to fight it is these fib levels. These fib levels are legit. They're not going to change. These golden zones and this 23%, they're legit. They're definitely legit. And you can see that if you just followed these fibs, if I had no knowledge of the market or anything and just traded based off of these fib levels, you can see that you would be highly profitable. You would definitely be highly profitable. I mean, even if you shorted this, I still would have been in this trade with a 50-point stop, and I would have caught the short. I mean, this is it's legit. These areas are legit. I mean, the only person I can be angry with is myself. So I was just thinking about that trade from last night that I took that unnecessary loss. I mean, I was in a trade last night. I mean, I was up my maximum daily profit. And I mean, I don't know if life is kind of showing me these things just to show it to me. Because when I start to self sabotage and when I start to fail, is when I deviate from the plan. I was up about $900 last night, but because I wanted what I wanted, I didn't take none of my profits. And because I didn't take none of my profits, I got stopped out of a position unnecessarily. Um, it seems like, I mean, if I do a lot of self-reflection, I, if I just follow the plan and just close the position when I'm up a certain amount, I would be so further ahead. I really would be. But I just have a rebellious spirit, man. I will admit, I just have a rebellious spirit. I want to do things the way I want to do it. God damn it. I want to do it the way I want to do it. And unfortunately, this morning I paid for it. And that's what I was just thinking to myself about, because that was definitely an unnecessary loss in that account, as all my losses are. Just unnecessary. If I just followed the plan, it would have been. Hmm. And I don't have to babysit my ES trade. I have to babysit this Nasdaq trade because I know the ES is doing exactly what I need her to do. I don't have to babysit her. But the Nasdaq, for sure, I got to babysit her. Mm. Mm. That is incredible. Okay. That is incredible. That is definitely incredible. That is incredible. It's just like the Nasdaq just knows, man. She just knows. She just knows. She just knows. She just knows. Hmm. Okay. All right. I'm not going to trip about it. I'm not going to trip. I'm not going to trip about it. I'm not going to trip. Apparently, the Nasdaq just wants to play with my heart. That's it. That's what she does. That's what we should expect at this point from the Nasdaq. That's what we should expect. Okay. Mm. I will disclose that after they get hit. I mean, anybody that trades the Nasdaq knows. We'll see what happens. Hmm. Okay, let me look at this. Okay. All right, man. Okay. So apparently the Nasdaq just going to be nasty in the situation. That's fine. She's going to be nasty. I realized that I already passed the threshold to pass the account. I kind of hate that they don't have something that automatically closes out everything once you pass it. I kind of looked at that kind of too late. So right here at this area, I just needed it to like maybe one more point, and I would have had the account passed. But the Nasdaq just knows. Obviously, she's being nasty at this point. So hopefully we can get a move back up and she'll hit my targets. But the reason why I just didn't close out the whole thing once I noticed that I passed the threshold is because I don't know what it is, but every time I close it, I lose about $200 or $300. I guess because I guess it's trying to Yeah, so it's always just better just to get the TP hit versus manually closing the trade because they always kind of add in that slippage. So uh, that's why I move my targets down. Yeah, this range needs to hold for sure. This range definitely needs to hold. It looks like the bears are trying to come in and break through it, which would kind of suck at this point. It would definitely suck if they break through this range because uh, if they break through this range, that'll kind of give them momentum to retest 245, and anything under 245 is that range right there. So yeah, hopefully the Bulls hold this, man. I would love if the Bulls would just hold this. I would love that. Mm, okay. Yeah, it did, man. I mean, the ES is still bullish for sure. I mean, even though the Bears are trying to sell it, I mean, as long as they hold this area, as long as they hold it, then this is still bullish on the ES. Yeah, that's right. Keep buying Tesla. Ah, ah, oh my God. Okay, dude. The Nasdaq, she's just not done playing with my heart. That's what it is. She's just not done. It's okay. Okay, that looked like a well, never mind. I was about to say that kind of looked like a liquidity sweep, but it didn't close inside the range. We didn't get a close inside the range. Let's see what this candle does. If this candle don't close inside the range, then we could be trying. They could be trying to retest 245. And we need a strong close in this range. Uh, All right, let's see how this candle closes. That wasn't a close inside the range. Damn. Okay. Hmm. We need this candle to close inside that damn range. There we go. There we go, baby. Get in that range. Get in it. Come on, Bulls. Come on, Bulls. Come on. Come on. There we go, Bulls. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's what we need right here. They need to hold this range. They hold this range. We get a break out of this range, then we good. We good if a price breaks out of this range. And I swear, this is when the Bears love to be like this. This is the rainbow bears that we talk about. The Bears love to be strong in outside of areas of resistance. They love just to come out and just trade and get in the way of things. But when you get up into resistance, they're nowhere to be damn found. They're nowhere to be found when when you trade up into resistance. But they love to try to get you on the way back up into resistance. Like, who are these rainbow bears for real, man? Stop being so rainbow. It's okay. Just wait until price gets up here and then sell it instead of try to super sell it right here. Like, what's up with that? It was so weak up here in resistance, but they want all the strength down. They want all the smoke down here. Like, make that make sense, yo. They want all the smoke down here. Rainbow bears for you, man. All right. Yeah, it does look like they want to double tap 245 for whatever reason. Let's look at the ES real quick. I mean, the ES is still bullish. I think I'm just going to probably put this right here because obviously I can't depend on the Nasdaq. She's playing around too much. Put that right there. Most of my capital is in the Nasdaq, but the ES is still looking strong. Yeah, probably put that right there. Because they're gonna probably come back in. So I mean, if the bears do try to come back in, I mean, most likely they'll try to come back at this little breaker structure here at 71. If they do come back in. Yeah. I think the Bulls got it. I mean, they should got it. I mean, they're holding this range. I mean, as long as the Bears just don't have a big strong candle and a close underneath this range, I mean, if that happens, the only logical area for the Bulls to go or for the Bears to go would be a retest of this double bottom. But if they can hold this, then we should be good. All right, so we did get a green trend indicator. So we did get the green indicator right here. Oh boy. Rainbow bears. Rainbow bears. Rainbow freaking bears, man. All right. All right. So price is now trading underneath that range. It's highly likely that we could see a move back down to 245. We could. It's highly likely, honestly. Price needs to get back up into this range. Mm. Freaking. All right. And so you're flat round? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it looks like they're trying to sell it. I mean, the Bears are trying to sell it off this 21 EMA right here, man. They're definitely trying to sell it. But the Bulls are holding this little area up for some reason. And underneath this range, they're holding it up. So I don't know if this is just an attempt to trap bears or if this is legit and we will see that move back down. It's kind of hard to tell right now because it's so slow and choppy and you just don't know which side the market is going to move in. But if we can see a big green candle back up into this range, then I think the Bulls got it. What we don't want to see is a big red candle down. We don't want to see that. And we need a good strong close here. We need a good strong, that's not a strong close. We need a good strong close. There we go. There. Well, it hasn't closed yet, but that's a good start right there. That's definitely a good start. Okay. All right. There we go. There we go. That's the strong candle that we need right there. That's the strong candle we need. There we go. Okay. We should be good. And now we need the price to break out this range. That's all we need. And then we'll see a stop run above this range. That's all we need is that breakout, and then we'll see a stop run. Yeah, knife art. I mean, it's hard, man. Well, it's not hard. Emotions makes it hard. You kind of have to pick a direction and stay in it because the way that the market is set up and designed is for you to generate for it to generate liquidity. And the only way that it can generate liquidity is to trick bulls and bears depending on which side of the market is trying to move. My bias is bearish or bullish, obviously. It's highly unlikely. It's highly unlikely for the bulls to rotate price down again. And because I know that it's highly unlikely, the odds are to the long side. I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm saying that it's highly unlikely. They failed to push it past this 245. If we look at it, we can see that, this is a breaking structure. This is a break. And this is a retest. So it's highly likely that the market is making its way to the move up. Now, in order to do that, it has to generate liquidity. And since the market is trying to make a move up, the way it generates liquidity is to trap bears. So how do you trap a bear? You get them stubborn. You get them thinking that, oh man, they're breaking this range. They're breaking this range. Let's get in short so we can catch it. And now you can see that all their stops are being used to fuel this market higher. That's why You kind of have to be mindful about which side of the market you're trading on, because if you flip back and forth, unfortunately, you'll just become a liquidity donation to the market, unfortunately. And that's a recipe to trade on tilt, because it looks like it's back and forth. It's like, damn, okay, I'm going short. And then it flips long. Damn, I'm going long. Then it flips short. And then it gets to the point to where you're just trying to make your profits back. You're not even looking at the structure. You're just hoping, praying, and wishing that it'll hit your target. Oh, okay. I think I got, I think, let me take this. Nah, take that. All right, so I passed this account. I passed this account. I'm up well above the threshold. I'm just gonna let this run. I protected myself. All right, so this account is passed. It's passed. It's passed. And I passed this account by following the plan. I mean, I don't think I can say that enough. I was able to, I mean, obviously I took that loss this morning, an unnecessary loss at that, an unnecessary loss. Let me just say that, make it clear. Because I was up $900 in that account, but the market always takes it. The market always takes its profits, and its profits is usually your stops, or the liquidation of your account. The market always takes its profits, so you should too. And slowly but surely, I learned that the hard way. Okay, all right, that's fine. I passed. The account is passed. I'm 200 points above the threshold, so I've passed this account. So this is now going to be a funded account. I'll activate it come Monday, because I still have another account that I can pass. Yo, I appreciate that, Marquise. The price says yep to top sell or bottom. Yeah, yeah. And this market is definitely still on the upside. Don't get caught trying to go short. This market will definitely continue to trade to the upside. I think, and this is my opinion, the market is trying to at least get up here to 400. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that before the end of the day. And this is where we'll probably see maybe a 100 point drop, possibly back up into this range right here. Uh, so I'm definitely going to keep my eyes at 405. Definitely keep my eyes there. With the ES, I mean, hopefully y'all guys, I mean, at least the ES, my ES trades, hopefully y'all guys were able to capitalize on these ES trades, because these ES trades have been pristine. If I didn't pass the account, I probably would have still been in this. Just pay attention to this 870 level. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens at 871. Or you can just do it with the other one. You can just do it with the other one. Oof. Okay. So that account is passed. And so now I'm just going to focus on, I think it's 665, 666. Okay. So I got about like 5K are less than $4,500 to make in this account. So that account is passed. Yeah, people front ran that 71 level. They front ran it for sure. This is still bullish though. We'll see what happens here. Because this is definitely support now. This is definitely support. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you kind of want to try for a long, this area right here will be a good area for a long with a tight stop. Because that's now support. And price could possibly, and 10 points from 75 would be 865. But honestly, I think this thing is going to probably go further than that. It's going to probably move further. Now we can possibly see a retest of about like 480 possibly. But I would want a decent pullback first from the ES, somewhere around, like I said, 865 is probably the area where I really want to get in. 865, 863. It's obvious. You can look at the DOM and see that this is bullish as hell. And you can see that everybody else is thinking the same thing I'm thinking. They're trying to get in at 864. Yeah, this is definitely a bullish market. This is definitely bullish. We have a lot of buyers. We have a lot of sellers as well. We have a wall of sellers between 875, which, I mean, that makes sense. A double top here. This is a great place to take profits, and it's a great place to be a seller. And people are trying to sell it along the way. But I mean, like I said, I don't know why bears are just so aggressive at the bottom or in the middle of the chart. I really don't know why. There's no reason to be this aggressive in the middle of the chart. There's no need for it. But I guess if they weren't so aggressive in the middle, the market wouldn't be able to generate the liquidity it needs to move. So I guess it's just frustrating when you're trying to get to a target and then, the bears are just getting in the way. And then when you try to sell it, the market is just, trading past all their resistance like it's nothing. It's like, come in heavy at the top, dude. But all right, so price is finding somewhat of rejection here or resistance here at the 50 EMA on a higher time frame chart. Kind of like what the knife art was saying about that 313 level. 313 was the low of day of October 11th. So we should be seeing some resistance here. My level that I got is 325. If they get above 325, if they get above this level, if there's no rejection here, if the bears don't defend this area right here, we're going to see a short squeeze back up into this range right here. But if the bears do come in, they're going to have to break this range. They're going to have to break this level. And if they're successful in doing that, then the market will trade back down into this range, which I think we're about to see a stop run. So yeah, and the ES does not look like it's about to pull back at all. So actually, what I probably will do though is if I see when price gets into this area and I see what I need to see, I'm gonna probably add in long right here on the ES again. All right, so they came at 325. The bears are selling it right now. They are selling it at 325. So let's see. They have to sell it here. They have to sell it past this range. They have to sell it past this level in order to get a rotation back down into this range, We'll see if the Bears are going to be successful here. It's highly unlikely, but we'll see. Honestly, I think that is just absolute craziness. Yeah, it's definitely been a crazy tough day for both the Bears and the Bulls today. I mean, obviously the Bulls had the momentum. I mean, they had a double bottom on the Nasdaq and the ES. Or let me rephrase that. It was crazy on the Nasdaq. If you traded the ES today, this was straightforward. The ES traded in a straightforward manner. There was nothing surprising about anything the ES did today. Oh crap, did I miss it? Oh damn it, I missed it. You know what? If I can get into this, if it'll give me an opportunity to get into this, I will. Let me see. I'm not gonna chase it. You can't chase the ES. You can't chase it. If it gives me an opportunity to get in, I will. I really wanted to wait until VWAP. That's what I was really waiting for, but I mean they bounced it at 65, kind of what I expected them to do. Mm. Damn, look at that. They bounced it at 65. Mm. All right, so I'll just leave my limit here, and I'll leave a scale in right here, which I mean is I highly doubt that'll get filled, but I mean we'll see. Yeah, right there. Probably like right there. Yeah, like right there. So we'll see what happens. But the Nasdaq was definitely crazy today. And the Bears got a full rotation down. Mm. No, that's not a good thing, Knife Art. It's not a good thing. You can definitely trade the middle with the Nasdaq. You just got to be on the right side of the market, and you got to be on the right side of the rotation. You can't do that with the ES, obviously. You can't do that. You can't trade the middle and be successful. Hopefully, the ES will be nice to me and fill my order. Hopefully, but if not, I mean, we'll just come back with this account tomorrow. It's not a big deal, and we'll see if we can get this account passed before Friday. I mean, that's not a goal. That's not something that I'm going to be trying to rush towards, but that's definitely something that obviously I'm going to try to do. Yeah, they're gonna probably. We'll see here. We'll see with the ES. I guess if we don't watch it, I mean, the Bulls are. It does appear that they're trying to find support at the top of this range right here. So with all this support right here, I mean, you got this strong low right here. The Bulls are definitely going to try to buy this, and it's going to be definitely a challenge for the Bears to knock this down because the support is already in. We already got price trending to the upside, so That's just more bears. I mean, that's just more work for the bears to do. We got higher highs and we got higher lows. So that's just more work for the bears to do. They got to not only break through this range, they got to break through this trend line. They got to pull back and they got to find resistance at the bottom of this trend line just to knock it down. That's a lot of work for bears in a bullish market. It's going to be a lot of work. Yeah, man. And just keep doing what you're doing, man. That's $130 that you didn't have before. And like I said, I'll try my best to keep everybody on the right side of the market because I mean that's my goal. That's kind of what this channel is for. I'm not necessarily here for call outs or anything like that, but just to keep everybody on the right side of liquidity, basically. We got people like Gainweight giving their insight. Gainweight is he trades his own personal capital, and he's already shown, the amount of money that he extracts from the market. So, but he's a swing trader too. So he's trading intraday, but he definitely has the power to swing his account to get whatever target that he deems fit hit. But for us intraday traders, we have to take all the opportunities that we get intraday. We don't have the luxury of swinging our positions to the next session. So, but all right, guys, I'm gonna end it here. I gotta get ready for this meeting. Hopefully y'all guys were green today. We'll definitely come back later on today in the pre-market. We can set up and try to find some opportunities that we can swing into the New York session. And with that said, stay green out there and peace out.